But now let's talk about another important note, and remember that this is a rule that the elements in the array should be the same type. What do I mean by that? For example, here, if I print the x.datatype, d type means data type, I mean the type of the things and stuff which are in our arrays. So now if I run the code, you can see that the data type is integer. You can see all of the values in our array are integers. But here is a question. What is going to happen if, for example, I change the value, this value, I mean 1, to 1 point, for example, 6? And if I do so, and if I run the code, you can see that the data type is going to be float. Why? Because as I've said, this is a rule that all of the elements in an array should be the same type. So if you want to convert all of these values to a same type, what is going to be that type? Can we convert all of these numbers to integers without losing any information? Of course we can't. For example, if you convert this number to an integer, for example, if you convert it to 2, then you're going to lose information because it was not 2, it was 1.6. But for example, if you consider a fractional part of 0 for this number, you're not going to lose any information. So if you convert all of these numbers to floats, you're not going to lose any information. But if you convert all of these numbers to integers, of course, you're going to lose information because you are converting 1.6 to 2. And that's exactly the reason that the data type of this array is going to be float. And once again, if I print the x itself, and if I run a code, you can see 1.6, 2.0, and also 3.0. And you can see that all of the values are float. And this characteristic is called promotion. It means that the values are going to be promoted to float because here is a rule that all of the elements in an array should be the same type. And let's take another example. As you can see, we have defined a string inside this array, and as I have told you, here is a rule that all of the elements in an array should be the same type. So what is going to be that same type? Can we convert all of these values to, for example, floats? Of course we can't. We can't convert David to float. What float we are going to convert David? So of course we can't convert David to float numbers, but we can convert all of these values to strings. So for example, we can convert 1.6 to string 1.6. We can convert 2 to string 2, and we can also convert 3 to string 3. So now if I run a code, and you can see that here is our array, and you can see that all of the elements are a string, and here is a Unicode string. So that's it. You can see that it has converted all of the values to strings because here is a rule that all of the elements of an array should be of the same type. Now I really suggest you to watch this video which is on the screen now.